Okay, it's my first foray into the world of professional wrestling commentary on YouTube. I'm going to try to do a fairly quick year in review of 2007. I'm going to go first to Smackdown. Smackdown sucked this year. He had a couple of decent feuds. Taker Batista, MVP Matt Hardy. I can kind of give you Edge Batista. That's it. Beyond that, there's injuries, there's Khali, there's steroids. Does not make for an interesting year. So now we're on to Raw. Raw. Best thing to happen to Raw? Cena getting injured. Sorry. Yeah, Cena carried the ball. It's time for him to drop that ball. And he did. He did. With, I'm assuming that's his version of a hip toss. It's hard to tell because he does his moves like shit. Also on Raw, they transferred Kennedy over. At the beginning of the year, I saw Kennedy at some house shows when he was still on Smackdown. He took on Batista. And he wrestled matches like a young Ric Flair. Great. Did a good job, you know. When you see him do the mic thing at a house show and Tony Chimel would feed it over his shoulder to him, it was great, it worked, it sounded good. Now he's on Raw, and he lost it. He absolutely lost it. And going on the TV shows going, oh man, the steroids, oh, I'll take them. I'm tested all the time. And you get busted. So you know what? You ruined your Money in the Bank thing because you got injured. You ruined being McMahon's son because of steroids. You know, prepare to have a pretty shitty 2008. Because I don't see you sniffing the title at all. High points of Raw. Cena HBK. It was good. It worked. Liked it. Their match after Mania, the one they did in London, great match. So surpassed their match at Mania. Which sucks. You should put your best stuff on at Mania. It's a greatest seen awesome match on a non-pay-per-view? Yeah, it is. Not going to deny that. But when your best match between the two is free, so the one everyone paid $40 to see, was okay, but then they tear the house down someplace else? Not really feeling that. Also on Raw, it was an H-less year. I'm an H mark. Sorry, I have to say it. I think Triple H is a phenomenal in-ring entertainer. Sorry. He was gone most this year. That made Raw kind of suck. You know, they pushed into Rated RKO and the new DX, and it was good. They put on solid matches. 4 good wrestlers put on 1 great match. He got injured, and you know, they kind of had to rewrite lots of stuff halfway through it. He did a phenomenal job at No Mercy, which was WWE's best pay-per-view. I'll be biased. I was there. Watching H win the title was great. If Jericho would have re-debuted then, it would have been awesome. And everyone would have had to be their number 1. Instead, it's just, you know, there's a good pay-per-view. Batista, Khali, the Punjabi prison match, Dave's leap of faith. That was good. That was good. A man of Dave's size doing that jump like he's Spider-Man, or like he's Rob Van Dam, like he's AJ Styles, like he's, you know, any member of the X Division on TNA. That was beautiful. That was one of the holy shit moments of the year. And you know, Raw now, Jericho's back. It's great. He's not really doing anything. I think the Jericho JBL feud for next year is going to have probably the best mic work we've seen since The Rock was back. And that was pretty much Raw. Raw was kind of meh. I'm pretty sure if Raw, I'm pretty sure if Raw didn't have injuries, it'd probably been better. I'm going to TNA. This is a good year for TNA. Very good year for TNA. They got their 2-hour show. They got Booker T. I got to meet quite a few of them at Lockdown. Lockdown was a great pay-per-view to watch live. Except one big thing. The electrified cage match. Yeah. That came off cheesy live, and I'm pretty sure it only came off even worse on TV. Greatest of Dudley's won their first and only NWA Tag Team Championships. That puts them on a level no one else is at. ECW, WCW, WWF, WWE, and NWA. Now, if they win the TNA straps, that's about it. Unless they go to Ring of Honor and win their belts too. They've only got like 2 major titles left to win, and they've got them all. Unless they go to Japan, go to Mexico. But for the most part, they've got all the mainstream belts. But beyond that, TNA, I will say that they hit some of the best matches of the year. And they normally do. They are a great wrestling company. However, if Joe would have won the Match of Champions, TNA's ratings would have gone up. Because all the Ring of Honor fans who were pissed and left TNA would have came back and went, finally! Oh God, you put all the gold on Joe. You said, you know what? Maybe Joe can hold TNA. And you didn't give him a little piece. You put it all on him at one time. Would have been great, would have been sweet, and Joe could do it. Instead, you kept it all on Kurt. I like Kurt. I met Kurt. Kurt's a great guy. You know, Kurt signed a WWE program for me. He did it twice. He gave me some backstage stories when I met him at Lockdown. Great guy, class act. He's a phenomenal athlete. I just wish that, TNA would put the belt on somebody else. Yeah, they put it on Sting for 2 days. So when, Sting's last pay-per-view match will be him winning the championship belt. Yeah, it's a nice send-off, but it didn't do anything. All in all, TNA had a solid year. I think TNA is they're still kind of transitioning into a much better company. They've got all the pieces are there. They've got the time slot, they've got the young guys, they've got some old guys, they got some mid guys, and they got guys who will just flat out go. What's going to hurt them when they start doing more house shows, I'm afraid their match quality is probably going to drop a little bit.